Oh, welcome back, you diabolical legends. Today we're doing another review for Diablo Foreskins. And I don't mean foreskin. Diablo 4 skins. So, this is pretty much the only type of video that YouTube decided to recommend. So, you know what? I enjoy doing them. I'll keep on doing them. If you guys enjoy, please make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and with that out of the way, so I don't know if this came out today or not, but it's been a few days I haven't logged into Diablo 4. So they have some new outfits. So as you can see on the bottom row, there's a bunch of diamonds. That means I have not checked them out yet. So they are the Virtuous Malevolence. So let's have a look at them. All right, so we have one, two, three, four, five character skins, and we have an armory pack. So this has 6 items in it, 2,600 platinum. So how much platinum? So I'm in Canada, so whatever prices you guys are seeing, it is Canadian. 2,600 platinum. So for 2,800 platinum, you're gonna pay $34 Canadian. So they're gonna be about let's say $32 each skin. All right, so let's have a look at what the Necromancer's Virtuous Fiend outfit looks like. You know, okay, let's have a look at the skull. It isn't terrible. Okay, let's have a look at the upper body. So I am currently playing a Necromancer. I like the back trophy. Aesthetically, it is really cool. So that's what the male character looks. So if we look at the female, there it is. Not terrible. And then finally now, I don't know about the PC, but finally now on the PlayStation 5, we're able to change the colors of the outfits. Very interesting. The gauntlets. Like this all works. I like how it's indicated that it has a particle effects. Like, yes, it does have visual effect. Like you do see the diamonds, the jewels are kind of glowing, very subtle, mind you. So I'm. This is not a 5 out of 5 star, so I'll give this about a. Yeah, I'll say this is a 4 star, but it is, of course, these things are expensive. Like I don't understand why they don't just lower the prices. More people will be purchasing them. But no, instead, these companies decide to charge you an arm and a leg for their games and for their add-ons and for their cosmetics, and they don't sell nearly as much as if they
It
were
calls
cheaper.
to you.
All right, so let's have a look at the Virtuous Titan for the Sorcerer equipment. Again, this one's 2,600 platinum. So right away, this preview looks a lot better than this one. This looks very wah wah wah. That's why I wasn't really keen on it when I first saw it. But this, a much better representation, a much better teaser. So let's have a look at it. Nice. It's very. I really like this. I really do actually like this. It's very rare to see a dark, brooding, intimidating outfit for a sorcerer. Well, in this case, a sorceress, because I always play sorceress. Some classes, in my humble opinion, are better suited for male or female, and some of them are neutral. Like barbarian looks great regardless, but for the sorcerer, I do prefer the female. So check this out. Definitely a lot more flair, a lot more thought has gone into the design of this. I do prefer the goat skull over the human back mount, back trophy, sorry. So that's what the female version looks. So let's have a look at the male version. Nah. You could have done it, it would have looked honestly better without the purple underlining undergarments. Like see the, like on the female, this would look better than this. So just have the underpart bare, like bare chest, bare belly, bare neck, bare back. All right. And then we have different colors. Yeah, I want to go back to the... So the back trophy doesn't change the color. All right, very cool. All right, let's look at the gauntlets. You guys might be hearing thunder and lightning. We are having storms on my birthday, July 17. And like this one, like this is dark, but there is enough lighting on it that you will be more easier to see your character, and like this would look great in a cutscene. So the first one I gave a 4, and I was pretty sure based on that one I'd give all of them 4s, but no, this one I think is actually 5 out of 5. I don't think I need to keep on saying this, but they are magnificently expensive. One might say diabolically expensive. All right, so
it calls to you.
Now let's have a look at the Virtuous Behemoth for the Druid. All right, that was a big thunderclap. Nice. Or was that rolling thunder? Wow, okay, you guys can't see this, but literally the rain is almost falling horizontally. That's beautiful. All right, let's have a look at the Behemoth. Wow, okay. All right, I don't like this at all, but this is huge. Look at this. That is awesome. The back trophy is kind of like what sells it for the druid. I'm not a huge fan of the rest overall. Like the helmet, it is actually cool. And the shoulders are decent enough. But the druid is actually my least favorite character to play with, but it was my first character I went level 100 with. Excuse me. All right, yeah. Let's actually have a look at the female version, of course. Pretty much same thing, only less bulky. Why is it that people always seem to call whenever you're making a video? uh, this one is actually my least favorite, but the back the back trophy is what sells it for this one. So
It
this one I'll
calls
give
to
a 3.
you.
3 out of 5. Alright, let's have a look at the Virtuous. I just realized I've been calling them Virtuous. It's Vitreous. Vitreous Malevolence. Virtuous. Dyslexic much? Alright, so this is for the Rogue. Alright, this one's very stylish. So he's got a little mask going over here. You know, he doesn't want to get the coof. It's not bad. It's not bad. Alright, let's have a look at the body. Again, look at this back trophy. That's awesome. It's got 3 horns. It's got a split mouth, like 3 jaws, top, and 2 side jaws. Alright, let's have a look at the female version. So I bet you any money the female version will have a bare belly. Oh! Can I call it or can I call it? The silhouettes are awesome. Right, so let's I'm gonna keep it to the female because it does look actually cooler. Right, the gauntlets have some cool effects, like with the tusks on the side. You got the spine, very spiny, and the skirt is what it is. Boots are always the thing I focus on the least because you never look at the boots. But the back trophy is again the coolest part. All right, so this one I would give a what, 3.5, 4? Yeah, 3.5, 4.
It calls to you.
All right, now let's have a look at the final outfit, the Vitreous Leviathan. So at least they all have 6 items. So this is the Barbarian. All right, of course this is going to be cool. Like most of the Barbarian outfits are cool. You can't take away from that. Look at that. That's really cool. All right, let's look at the top part. And then, of course, we have the awesome back trophy. And let's have a look at the female version. Male, female, male, female. All right, so very, very similar, only with boobs. But I like the look of the male barbarian for this one, so we'll keep it as the default. All right, let's have a close look at the gauntlets. And then the skirt. Yeah, so all in all, this one is pretty cool. So this one I would give a 4.5 out of 5.
It calls to you.
And then finally we have the crystalline armory. So we have 6 items for 1,500 platinum. So we have... Okay, the sword is actually pretty damn... this is a very fancy sword. And it could be pretty much used with any class, as long as you have class. And if you have class, this is a very classy sword. Alright, then we have a polearm. So I'm surprised there was nothing for the Spiritborn. The polearm is pretty cool. This kind of reminds me of He-Man's sword. Yeah, very cool. And then we have the two-handed mace. Yeah, the mace and the sword are the coolest looking so far. Imagine getting hit in the head with this thing, Negan style. And the part is the sound that makes as the mace head cuts through the air. Alright, and then finally we have a dagger. You'll never see this, but it does look pretty cute, pretty cool. I'd cut you with it.
It calls to you.
So all in all, overall, these are pretty cool items. So my choice of the day for the Vitreous is for the Vitreous Titan, and it's the Sorcerer equipment. What do you guys think? Agree, disagree? If you disagree, unsubscribe, get the hell out of here, never come back. I've disowned you. Alright, so I appreciate you guys giving me some of your time today. As always, stay stellar and diabolical, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Jigavega, Michael, out. Alright, later. I said I was not going to do a birthday video, but here I am. Happy birthday to you. Tomorrow's Donkey Kong Day, Bonanza. Stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe.